All right, and we are underway here at Goshen Lanes Bowling Alley for senior night.
Welcome back, Indian fans. Today, your announcers, I am Matty Dean, joined by
Toby Massey.
it's senior night. This is our first time broadcasting bowling. For those who don't know, our two current commentators today, we are on the bowling team. But because it is senior night, our 6 seniors are bowling. We decided to commentate for them.
Got practice going, so how this turns out. We got both boys and girls tonight, so.
Some stats. Currently in the OHC, we are undefeated in match play. I'm trying to figure out how many. I think we're 5-0
Sounds about
as
right.
varsity. I'm getting there. I know that 3 or 4 of the seniors bowling tonight are in the top 10 of OHC currently.
I know Jacob Brumfield, Chris Ritchie, and Christian.
Christian, yeah. We are undefeated. The boys are undefeated in match play. The girls, hold on. I'm pretty sure are also undefeated. Yes, girls are also undefeated in conference. They're 5-0 as well. Moving. Going back. Okay. Say something, bro.
I don't know. 2 coaches for 3 coaches for boys varsity. You got Peyton Leeson, 3-time state bowling champ. Jason Tom, head coach, and John Ritchie. All phenomenal bowlers. I don't know what they're talking about. For girls, you got 2. Bill Mason is the pro at Goshen Lanes, and I don't know Dave's last name.
Okay, no, Bush.
Just call him Dave. So, Dave.
There should be sound now. We got a mic hooked up. For the boys, in conference for our seniors, Chris is in second, averaging a 214. Jacob is in third, following with a 208 average. Christian is in sixth with a 200. Those are their averages, and that is for the seniors. That is all. Jumping over to the girls. I know they're undefeated. I mean, I can. If we can get there. The only thing I can talk about here is both boys and girls a couple weeks ago were both runners up in the Buckeye Classic.
Oh, okay.
We were both defeated by St. Mary's. So we, as a collective, we're all second place with St. Mary's on top. But that is at least for the boys, it is the furthest that this team has, the boys bowling team has made it ever since. It was before Eli. We were.
They're about to switch lanes for practice.
5 minutes left of practice. I'm going to have to verbally give you the scores at the end of the game. Last year they had a whole entire page with the scores. Tony just arrived, and I don't know how to do that. So he's the main man of the show. He's the one that kind of knows how to do all this. So on the cam, Jacob Brumfield.
How you see on both of them?
Tonight, it's just our 6 seniors for the boys. And then Madison Plains varsity. And then for the girls, they have both JV and varsity bowling tonight. It's pretty crowded in here tonight.
Yes.
We have several handheld cameras down. We have only 2 handheld cameras down lane getting the shots. And there's not much else to talk about. I mean,
when practice is over, we'll get going, and
the season happens to be coming. We're starting to near the end. There's only, if both teams make it to state, there's only about a month left. State will be held, I think the first, actually I think there's a little more than a month left. I think there's almost a month and a half, because state for both boys and girls will be at the beginning of March. I think it's around the 3rd or the 1st, I can't remember. But before that, I think February 14th, so Valentine's Day and the weekend of it, there'll be sectionals and districts will be held for varsity. That will be a determining factor that gets us into state. For teams, it is the top 2 teams make it to state, and the top 2 individuals from total pinfall from both tournaments will advance as individual. So out of the teams that don't qualify, there'll be 2 individuals that will go to state, and the top 2 bowlers of the non-qualifying teams, after total pinfall for the weekend, they'll make it to state. And if you make it to state as an individual, you already have, they take all individuals from state to nationals. But for teams-wise, they take the top 2 teams from sectionals and districts, and they take them to state, and then at state, it's top 4 teams. I think top 4 or 8 teams advance to nationals, which will be held in Fort Wayne, Indiana this year.
That would be insane. That would be so cool to go to.
It's pretty close, honestly. Last
Fort
year,
Wayne, Indiana's close.
it's not that far. Trust. So last year, the nationals was held in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is an 8-hour drive. 8 to 10
I'd
hours.
rather go to Lancaster, Pennsylvania than
Fort Wayne, Indiana is
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I think about a 4-hour-ish. I think a 5-hour drive. I don't know. Don't quote me. There's only a minute left on the clock here as we're nearing the end of practice. As I'm looking behind me, this is the most full I've seen this bowling alley.
Yeah.
Can't imagine the parking lot out there.
Even last year's senior night was not this massively packed.
Yeah. All right, practice has now ended.
We'll get in the huddle ups here. It's kind of hard to see.
On lane 7, we're going to have Jacob Brumfield, then followed by Chris Ritchie.
Oh, we did.
On lane 9, we're going to have Ben Howard, Wyatt Cordell, and Christian Brewer bowling. Then senior Sarah Hoover is going to be bowling on lane 3.
Mechanicsburg getting locked in.
1, 2, 3, Johnny Thunder!
The boys just made the Chocolate Thunder break as Jacob Brumfield
All right.
gears up to throw the first shot on lane 7. Now we're followed by the girls of Vanilla Lightning as this game is starting.
All right. Jacob about to throw the first shot of the night.
Stone 9 off a pocket
Wow.
shot. That's, you don't like.
As a faux shot, that's setting the trend for the night.
Yeah, we
We'll
hate
We'll see how that goes.
hate to see that in bowling where you throw a good shot. I think Ben just threw a shot down on lane 9. He left the 3-6-10
Yeah.
off the right side.
Goes to throwing. And wow. Faux shots of the night not looking too great, but you know.
Jacob Brumfield made
He
the
will
spare.
convert.
He will convert for a 9 spare. Ben Howard, I think he chopped it. He only got 2, so he used a 7-2 with an open first frame. Here goes Chris Ritchie on lane 7. Smash pocket right out the gate
Absolutely destroyed it.
for Chris. And here's Wyatt Cordell on lane 9. Also has a nice pocket shot for another strike.
You love to see that as a faux shot for the night.
Sarah Hoover. Switch to the left camera. Switch to the left camera. Sarah Hoover down on lane 3. There's the ball. Looks like it'll go just light, leaving the 2-5-8.
She is our only girl senior for tonight.
Yeah.
That is.
You didn't.
There's
There's only one
I did
senior
not
for the
know
girls.
that.
There's 5 seniors, actually 6 seniors for the guys. Ben Howard bowling on lane 9.
Ben leaving.
He
I cannot
left.
see what it is. Is it 10?
I think that's the 3-pin.
Oh, it
Sarah
is the
Hoover throws it, chops it, hits the 5-8, left the 2-pin. Here goes Ben going for the spare that he left, the 3-pin. He picks it up just fine.
Easy.
And we're
Easy
okay.
spare.
He started off a little rough, but the 9 spare will bring him back.
Wyatt Cordell getting set up.
Tell somebody, this left camera, it needs zoomed out. Zoomed out.
Wyatt Cordell, after he smashed his pocket and gets a double strike to start it.
No, but I need you to switch. Like, you need to pay attention, Sarah Hoover, senior. I need you to pay attention to that. Here goes Christian Brewer on lane 10
First, man.
with a pocket shot for
Absolutely
strike on a
destroys
double.
it.
Wyatt, I missed it.
Wyatt and Christian both double strikes to start off the night.
Yeah, Wyatt and Christian on a double. Jacob Brumfield gears up on lane 8, ready to
Had a
throw.
rough first frame, but he should be able to come back.
Oh, Ben went Brooklyn for a strike. No sleep till Brooklyn. All right, here we go. Here's Jacob Brumfield on
Jacob gets set up.
lane 8.
Smash
With a
his pop.
smash pocket.
Good way to come back. Love to see it.
Hey, I mean, it's
Chris Ritchie.
Wyatt threw down on lane 9. It looks like he may have gone a little light, leaving the 2-pin. Well, the thing about Jacob is that he threw 2 good shots at the gate, but his first one, it may have been a bad rack, or he may have missed just barely, and it left the 9-pin. Here's Chris Ritchie on lane 8, and it looks like it hooked early and went high through the face.
Leaving the 3-6-9 10.
No, the 3-6-10.
Yeah. Said it.
Wyatt picked up his spare over on lane 9.
Chris Ritchie should be able to convert this pretty easy.
Yeah.
So
This is a big year for Chris. I mean, he went to state as a freshman.
and he does.
He converted. Chris converted down on lane 8. I mean, same for Jacob. They both went to state their freshman year. Here's Christian bowling on lane 9 with a smash pocket. He is on a turkey now. Sarah Hoover is stepping up on lane 4. There's the ball. Oh, so good pocket shot. It was a 10 pin.
Stone 10 pin.
Usually if that happens, it goes slightly high, so that way the right pin in the front could shoot out in front of the 10 and not get it in the corner. Or it could it's just one of the pins in there hasn't gone over.
Cordell.
She converts her 10 pin.
Way to go. Wyatt Cordell get ready to go up.
Yeah, I missed it because there's so much action. Ben had a 9 spare down on lane 9. Here's Wyatt. Wyatt throws it. He goes through the face, leaves another 3 pin.
Going through the face. It's pretty lucky that you just left one pin.
Yeah.
Normally you get a split or something worse.
Yeah, the issue with going through the face is that you could leave a nasty split, which is where there's 2 pins that have a massive gap between them. And usually they are the hardest things to pick up. Here's Jacob Brumfield on lane 7 with a smash pocket. It was a little light, but he got it. It was a bit of a mixer. Ben looks like I didn't see the ball roll, but he left the 10 pin on lane 9. And then there's Christian. He lost the turkey streak. It looks like he left the 7 pin.
Wyatt has a 9 open. That is not what you like to see.
Chris on lane 7. Smash pocket. He has a strike. He has strike 7 spare strike.
Yeah.
Starting that off. Christian picked up his 10 pin he left on lane 10. Wyatt looks like Wyatt had a pocket shot on lane 9 and a 5 pin.
Sarah Hoover going up.
Sarah Hoover on lane 3. Nice strike. It was a little light, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
10 pins.
Oh, always take strikes here.
All right, that's not there. Wyatt on lane 9 picks up his 5 pin. And that's about it for the seniors. Christian is up on 9. Takes a second to get ready. It's a good shot, but I didn't need that shot. Christian on lane 9. He hits pocket. It was a bit light. He almost 5-7 split, but he had a messenger come around the corner.
He can get lucky though. Pretty easy spare to convert. So I feel like he can do it.
Yeah, Christian's usually pretty good at his 7 pins. Ben had I think it went high on lane 10. Here's Christian on lane 8 for a 7 pin.
And yeah, he got it.
He made it. Ben up on lane 10. Also picks up his spare of a 4 pin. And it looks like there may have been a pile up on lane 9 for a second. Jacob Bumfield up on lane 8. I think Jacob's a really good bowler. I mean, he's third in HC. Here's Wyatt on lane 10, along with Bum on lane 7. Wyatt strikes on lane 10, and so does Bum on lane 8.
That's what you like to see. Burg boys getting strikes here and there. Jacob has a 9 spare turkey. Getting really good motion here.
Wyatt's back on it. He has 1 of 7 in the 6th.
Chris
Ben with a nice 7 to 6.
Rolls
Christian with a
and
128.
Stone 10 pin by Chris Richard.
Chris throws a good ball. Looks like it rolled a bit high, and he left the 10 pin. When it rolls high, it on the lane due to the oil, it hooks early and goes into the very front pin, causing there to be a corner pin left. Sarah Hoover on lane 4. Chris Ritchie picks up his 10-pin.
So
Sarah, smash pocket. That's about it. We are outrunning this other team at the moment. We're out bowling them. We're bowling 2 strikes.
Without doing the math, I could confidently say we're probably ahead.
Oh, yeah. The last time we played this team, here's Ben on lane 9, actually. Hold on. He left I wouldn't say an easy split.
Not a nasty one, but it can get you.
Yeah, it's easy to miss this one. Like, you think it wouldn't be, but it's pretty easy. It's the 4-5. But what was I on about?
Something about, I can't remember.
We'll get back to it. We'll see if we remember. Ben looks like he chopped off the 5-pin. So he has an 8-1 in that frame. He's at a 114 in the 7th frame. Wyatt Cordell up on lane 9.
Jacob Brumfield up on lane 7.
I think he lopped it a little, but he left the 4-7.
Jacob Brumfield getting set. Smash pocket.
That was a good shot. Our coach probably told him to make a move, and he probably did. Oh, Wyatt missed the 4-7 conversion down there on lane 9. He has an 8 miss now. He's at a 123 after the 7th frame. Here's Chris Ritchie. He's up on lane 7.
Christian.
Christian's up on lane 9. There's the ball. Strike for a double now. Chris on lane 7. Smash pocket. He's at a 90 after the 5th frame, but he has strikes leading into it, so that's actually a good score. Wyatt Cordell on lane 10. Gets a messenger carry for a strike. He had a
Brewer up on lane 10. Getting set. And ooh, that is a nasty split on lane 10.
So it looks like his ball may have not hooked a lot as much as he would have wanted.
Just
so
cut right through there.
He has a bit of a washout. He left the, what is that? The 1-2-4-10.
Yeah.
It's not technically a split, but it is a harder one to pick up.
Oh, and he does not convert. He does get majority, but
yeah, he got majority, which is, I mean, mostly you can ask for. Sarah Hoover up on lane 3. Another strike. She's on a turkey now. We have Jacob Brumfield at a 110 after the 5th frame. He is on a 4-bagger currently. Chris at a 90 in the 5th frame. Ben Howard is almost at the ball. He's at a 124 after the 8th. Wyatt Cordell at a 133 after the 8th, and Christian a 172 after the 8th. Ben throws a ball that goes a little high. He leaves the 610.
The 610 should be a pretty easy spare to get.
Yeah, I mean, but it
has its moments, but
yeah,
majority would say it's pretty easy.
Even I have my moments with those. Like sometimes I just can't get my ball right, and I just missed what are said to be easy spare. And I mean, he got it just fine.
Lightweight, no reaction to him.
Sarah Hoover is at an 89 after the 5th frame.
sitting on a Toki, so.
Yep, she's on a turkey.
Jacob Brumfield up on lane 8.
Here goes Bum on lane 8.
Smash
Smash pocket.
pocket.
He is on a 5-bagger now.
He is getting the ball rolling. Little and
Who was that? Wyatt was up on lane 9. He left a 4-pin.
Ben Howard on his 10th frame. Lanes 9 and 10 are moving significantly faster than 7 and 8.
It looks like lane 8 for the other team has a lot of opens. Here goes Chris on lane 8. He goes a little light. He looks like he may have got that ball to right in the back.
Wyatt Cordell going up. He does convert.
He converts 4-pin.
A spare going into the 10th frame is really good. That's what you want to see. And so far, all of our Burg bowlers have spares in the 10th and the 9th. So.
Here's Ben.
Ben opens the 10.
Opens in the 10th to 7-1 and finishes the game at 159. Chris picks up his spare. Lane 4, Sarah Hoover. Another strike. She is on a 4-bagger. Wyatt Christian left the 3-5. Or no, that's a 2-5. My bad. Seems like he may have gone a little high, or a little low. Actually, he was a little light on that. Yep. He picks up his spare. Wyatt Cordell struck on the 10th frame.
There's your scores.
Here's the updated scores for Chris and Jacob right now.
So Wyatt Cordell first strike in the 10th. Going up for his second throw. Absolutely
another smash pocket for Wyatt.
That's 2 strikes in the 10th. Sitting at a 183.
He has one more ball to throw in the 10th. Is currently our only senior bowling at the moment. The rest of them are all waiting. The reason why lane 7 and lane 8 are taking longer is because lane 8 for Madison Plains has a lot of missed spares and opens. So when you don't have strikes, obviously you're gonna bowl.
Wyatt gets Toki in the 10th frame, having him at a 193.
Jacob Brumfield on lane 7. Pocket for a 6-bagger now.
He is sitting at 170, which is really good, especially in the 7th frame.
Christian opens his 10th frame with a strike. Christian up on lane 10 for his second ball on the 10th after a strike. Oh, hits pocket, leaves 10th pin. I mean, that kind of sucks, but I mean, he got 9.
He can get the spare.
He can get the spare. If he gets a spare, he'll shoot a 212.
If he misses, it's a 211.
Oh yeah, by the way, Wyatt Cordell shot a 193. Ben Howard shot a 158. Here's Christian on his 10 pin, and he converts.
Good.
To end with a 212. There's your final scores
for the first game.
The first game for those
Not
3
bad.
on lane 8 or on lane 9. Jacob and Chris are still bowling over here on lane 7. Sarah Hoover up soon on lane 3. She is at a 119 after the 6th frame. She has 7-2, 9 spare, 4-bagger, which means she has 4 strikes in a row. Here goes Sarah on lane 3. And she strikes again for a 5-bagger.
Absolutely killing it down there. The first frame was kind of ugly, but then she picked herself back up and just went right through it.
I mean, bowling is almost like
It's mental game.
it's 70% a mental game.
When you throw a bad shot, you just got to pick yourself up and say, I did that. Let's move on and get to the next one.
Because once you get inside your head in bowling, I mean, you're not gonna throw as great anymore. You're gonna get in your head. You're gonna think about it, and then you're just Here's Sarah Hoover's score so far.
Jacob
The
Brumfield
center
up.
score. Jacob
on
Brum
lanes 8.
Yep. Bums up on 8.
Let's see if he can keep this strike streak going here.
Here he goes.
And
It's a little out. Come on, ball.
oh, that is a nasty split in the 8th frame.
That's the 8-10.
That is something you just don't want to see.
That is not the prettiest split, and he's most likely not going to convert it. So the chances he goes for a clean game here are pretty low. Well, he got one of them. He got majority, which picking up that 1 pin counted for 2 pins. So he was at a 194 before he got the 1 pin, and then he's at a 196 now. Because when
Chris
Chris is up on.
Maybe he'll have some better luck than Jacob Brumfield on this frame.
You ready to be on varsity next year? It's gonna be us. Me and you, Toby.
Yep.
Me, you, Jeffrey, Johnny, Chase. It's probably our starting 5 next year.
All we can do is hope and do our best and practice our booties off.
All right, Sarah Hoover on the approach over on lane 4. Chris Ritchie also about to step up on lane 8. Here goes Sarah Hoover. Looks like she may have missed right a little. Oh, yeah.
Chris Ritchie's up.
Just left a 2-pin. Chris up on 8. Ball smashes pocket.
He's getting motion going down there.
He's now on a double.
Jacob Brumfield up on 7.
Score update. Here's Sarah Hoover on the spare.
And she converts.
She converts. Score update for the 3 seniors still bowling. Jacob Brumfield at 196 on the 8th frame. Chris Ritchie to 150 after the 8th frame. Here's Jacob Brumfield at lane 7.
And
it goes a little high, leaves a 4-pin.
This is an easier spare to get than what he had last time. He should be able to pick it up.
Yeah. So I think Jacob might be missing that he needs to move left a little. If he moves a little left, that ball will just smash pocket like it was earlier. Because the oil on the lane is starting to break out. Sarah Hoover is at a 178 after the 7th frame, I think.
So far, from what I'm seeing, all of our seniors are doing pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm proud to be an American. Here's Bum on the pickup.
He does convert. Good.
Converts in the 9th frame, which was pretty vital if you wanted to shoot.
You need a strike or a spare in the 9th frame just to get that 10th frame an extra boost. Makes life so much easier.
If Jacob strikes out in the 10th frame, he can shoot a 246. Actually, hold on. He can shoot a 256. My bad. I think. I don't know. Hold on.
Chris Ritchie. Set. Taking this approach. Stone 10-pin.
It was a pretty good pocket shot.
He should be able to get one though.
It looks like it rolled a little earlier than what he wanted to, so therefore hit the head pin a little heavier, causing the left 10 pin. I think I'm right. I think. Do you also think that Bum can shoot 246?
I don't do that.
Because that 9 spare goes over, which gives it 20 pins if you have a strike after that 9 spare.
I'm not really good at bowling math.
I don't know.
Oh, Chris misses
Well,
that.
Chris misses his 10 pin.
Ooh,
He can only shoot a 207 this game.
don't like to see that at all.
Bum has 206 ninth frame with a spare. Chris has a 177
Oh,
with an open. My bad. The next, Reese Wilson
stepping in for
has
Ben.
a big 4, stepped in for Ben. He gets majority. I didn't see that the other two lanes on the end are bowling now. So Christian, Wyatt, and Reese are bowling now.
He stepped in for Ben.
Sarah Hoover goes high on lane 3, but she is left with a
9.
easier spare, the 4-7. She actually, wait. It says 9 on her account. It's wrong. But I'm pretty sure she makes. Okay, she didn't get it. She popped in the gutter. That'll be an open with a 190. I think it's supposed to be 195.
All right, Reese Wilson
9.
up on 9. Jacob Brumfield about to start his next frame.
Wyatt Cordell picks up the 610 on lane 10. Reese Wilson up on lane 9.
And
Smash pocket.
I think Reese Wilson is our only two-handed senior tonight.
Yep, and here's Jacob Brumfield on lane 8. His ball
Smash
goes a
pocket.
little high, but it's smash pocket for the first strike in the 10th frame.
Sitting in with a 226 with 2 shots left to go in this game. He could end with a very, very high score tonight for his first game.
I was right. Jacob can shoot a 246 if he strikes out here. He already has the first one. He needs the next 2.
Wyatt Christian, actually, my bad.
Yeah, Christian.
Up on lane 9. Get ready to throw.
Wyatt Cordell struck on lane 8 or lane 9. Here's Christian.
Ooh.
Ball goes a little high. It's light. He leaves a left bucket. Jacob Brumfield on lane 8.
And oh,
Ball
good
goes.
light.
Ball misses the head pin to the right. He leaves.
That is
a washout.
That is not good.
And that is the 1-2-4-10. Christian.
Ooh,
Barely misses.
misses.
Barely chops his spare over on lane 9.
Don't like that at all.
It's okay.
He had a strike when, and then he just.
Happens to the best of us. Happens every now and then. You know?
Sometimes you just miss your mark and you pull it a little bit. Happens to me all the time.
Jacob Brumfield gets
Fine.
majority on lane 8.
Ends with a
235.
Yeah, 235. Easy, easy, easy.
All right. So that'll be strike 6-3 in the last frame for Jacob Brumfield, ending in 235. He had a 5-bagger in there, right? Or is it
Yeah.
a 6-bagger?
I think it's
It's a 5-bagger.
Oh, is it?
No, it is a 6. My bad. You're right.
Chris Ritchie going up. And smash pocket. He did not have a strike or a spare in his 9th frame, which we're sitting back a little bit, but if he strikes out, should end pretty good for him.
If he picked up that 10 pin and he strikes out in the 10th frame, I'm like pretty sure he'll be missing out. That 1 pin would have added up to 20 pins. So it
That's why
definitely
it's
counts as something.
very important to pick up your spares.
Here's Chris Ritchie up on lane 8.
Sarah Hoover also missed a spare in her 9th frame.
Smash pocket for Chris down on lane 8. He has the first two in the 10th frame.
He's getting the motion going in the 10th.
Looks like he's bringing out a he's making a ball change. He's gonna fill this frame, see if this next ball will play him good, so he can bowl it in the second game. Sarah Hoover up on lane 4. Ball rolls around for a strike. First strike in the 10th frame.
She has the potential to have a really high game.
Here's Chris on lane 8.
Last shot of the 10th. Make it big. And it will make him. He struck out in the 10th, and he is ending with a 207.
I don't know about you, but I think that ball looked a little better than his other one.
Looking way better.
It looked like it may have held the lane a little longer, so it'll play him better. Sarah Hoover. Ooh. It was a bit high, so she chopped the.
She could very easily pick this spare up.
Yeah, she leaves the 4-7. Here she's up on the attempt.
And
she pulled
misses.
it, but that's okay. She's ended with a 214.
Yep, 214. That's a good score to have.
And after Chris striking out, he ended with a 207. And looks like we're having issues down on lane 10, so the 2 lanes, 9 and 10, are not bowling currently. And we're waiting for that to be fixed. I think we're just waiting on a pin reset. I think we need a 7 pin on lane 10.
Yep. The girls look like they didn't do too bad. JV girls. JV girls probably could have done a little bit better, but you know it.
I mean, the point of JV is that way you start developing the skill if it wasn't already there.
Getting your feet wet, just make sure that you're ready for varsity when the opportunity arises.
It's to lead into varsity one day. I mean, last year I was on JV for a pretty long while.
I'm currently on JV, and it's not bad. You know, you learn. I feel like you learn a lot more on JV than you do varsity.
I feel like it's more beneficial though to be on JV when you have a really good varsity.
Yeah. Right,
because then you know there's there's a good program, so then therefore you build that skill and you get yourself ready for varsity one day. Here's Jacob Brumfield, lane 8.
Strikes his first frame on the second game.
Smash pocket right out the gate for his second game. Looks like they got 9 and 10 up and running. So here's Reese Wilson getting ready on lane 10.
Step in for Ben Howard.
This is Reese's first year. He joined us a little later in the season, but he has turned out to be, I'd say he's a really good bowler. And
really good two-handed. Only two-handed today.
If he bowled last year, I feel like guaranteed he may have been a varsity this year. Here's Chris Ritchie on lane 8. Smash pocket. Oh, my goodness.
That is a star frame on lane 7.
That was beautiful.
Two people bowling, buddy.
I feel if Reese played last year, he'd be varsity this year. Because, I mean, he just needs to gain
he would
consistency.
at least be low varsity, but still on varsity.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want it.
Pocket shot, leaves 10 pin. Was a little high. Yeah, we have star frame over here on lane 7. Reese stepping up to shoot his 10 pin. He actually shoots his pairs one-handed, which is
it's odd to see.
It's not as common, but it still happens.
Two-handed strike ball and a one-handed
spare ball. He popped it together.
It's okay. We still love it.
We're waiting over here for the girls' game to get started. The second game to get started up. Here's Wyatt Cordell on lane 10.
There's a shot.
Lofts it a little. Pocket shot.
Start double strike.
Yeah, he has 8 spare double to start this game off.
Reese Wilson coming up on lane 9, and Christian Brewer coming up on lane 10.
Here's Christian. Does the same thing that Reese did. He hits the pocket but leaves 10 pin. I mean, it's just small misses that account for that.
Reese went Burg, but he still got it.
No sleep till Brookwood. Reese just popped it a little inside, hooks in the middle of the lane, and hits the left side. Christian looks like he missed his 10-pin. So not as great as a start as he probably would hope, but it is, you can turn nothing into something. So
What matters? I mean, if you leave a spare, you just go pick it up and you'll be out.
I mean,
That is a nasty split on lane 9. Oh my.
Wyatt looks like he may have gone
Might have some
heavy.
issues converting this one, but
He leaves.
I do believe Wyatt can do it.
He left the 6-7. Yeah. My bad. He left the 4-7-10. Jacob Brumfield, lane 7. Also goes pocket. Wyatt on lane 9 actually gives it a good run.
Gets majority.
But he got majority.
Good attempt though. You know?
And I mean that matters. Those 2 pins he just picked up
If you can't
counted as 4.
If you can't get the spare, at least get majority.
Sarah Hoover up on lane 4. There's the ball. She almost gets it. It's pretty close. Ben on lane 9.
Chris Ritchie on lane 7. Going for a second shot here. And smash by.
Goes a little high, but it hits. Hits pretty good. We have a double star frame on lane 7.
Jacob Burfield and Chris Ritchie doing phenomenal tonight.
Sarah Hoover on lane 4. Misses her 7-pin. Here's Reese Wilson on lane 10.
Getting lined up.
I'm pretty sure he was one-handed when he came to us early in the season. And he converted later. Looks like he got that one left too.
Stone 5.
Leaves Stone 5.
Not one of the easier spares, I would like to think. Just throw your strike shot and pick it up nice, but we'll see how Reese tackles it.
So far, both Jacob and Chris have a 30 in the second frame.
Reese goes and he converts it. Easy pickup on lane 9.
Lane 10. Reese on the 5-pin conversion on lane 10. As Wyatt will be following him up. Let's see what he can do. I'm going to be honest. As a commentator who's commentated football, I've commentated volleyball. Bowling is definitely the interesting one.
It's more calm.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, everything's happening at once. It's not like one singular, like we're not focusing on one ball by itself. We're focusing on, we have 7 seniors bowling tonight.
Reach Wilson.
Yeah. So,
And
something
he
different.
goes. Hits it.
It's pocket.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to. Whoever's switching cameras, it must be hard to get because everyone's going up at different times.
Yeah.
No one's going up at the same time. You gotta look over and see who's where.
Wyatt converted the 6-10 on lane 10.
Jacob Brumfield up on lane 8. Stone 10-pin.
If you can see in the right gutter, his head pin missed his 10-pin. Usually, well, not his head. It wasn't his head pin. It was his 3-pin. 3-pin is usually, if it carries out, the 3-pin is usually what carries to the 10-pin to knock it down. Over on lane 9, we have Wyatt Cordell. And Sarah Hoover is up on lane 3. They're all, Jacob Brumfield on lane 8 converts his 10-pin. Sarah Hoover on lane 3, smash pocket.
Destroys it.
Wyatt Cordell on lane 9. Leaves the same spot Jacob left earlier with an 8-10. It was kind of rough. Yeah, especially when you hit pocket. Those are rough. Hitting pocket and leaving a nasty spot like that.
I mean,
not.
It doesn't feel the best, but then again, you just got to hop back up on that horse. And
Lane 8, Chris Ritchie misses a little bit right, and he leaves a 10 pin. Here's Wyatt, lane 9. He gets his 10 pin. I mean, he got majority. Not really. It's only 50%.
I mean, he did, but he also just didn't.
I mean, he got one. He got all he really could theoretically get. That split has been converted before, along with the 710.
Ascar, 3-time state champ, also coach. Peyton Leeson, he's gotten it.
Yeah. But it tends to happen with a little bit of luck. Chris on lane 8 picks up his 10 pin. Here's Ben on lane 9. He hits pocket, leaves 9 pin. Sorry if he sounds like a mic cuts out for a second. Toby's not feeling great. On lane 7, Jacob Brumfield with the strike. He's back on it.
Not feeling the best, but, you know.
Reese Wilson on lane 10 leaves a nasty washout. Leaves the 1, 2, 4, 6, 6, 10. Which is rough. Ben on lane 9 picks up his 10 pin.
Reese Wilson up on lane 10.
Yeah, he's trying to see if he can convert this washout. It'd be amazing if he did. There he goes.
And
Come on, ball. Hit. Oh, man.
it's 5. He got
3. He got majority. We'll take it.
when in doubt, majority it out.
Here's Chris on lane 7.
Smash.
A little light, but it's a strike.
Strike is a strike.
You know what I'm ready for, Toby?
Huh?
You know what I'm ready for?
What?
This T Roadhouse.
Yeah, I'm just not going to that. Y'all have fun, though.
Jacob. Hold on. Here's Wyatt on lane 10. He goes heavy. Almost broke one. He leaves the 6 pin.
I'm currently what they would call broke. T Roadhouse is not the move currently.
Jacob has set a dare that we have to eat as many rolls as possible. All right, here's Sarah Hoover on lane 4. And she smashes pocket.
Strikes out.
She's on a double now. Wyatt converts his 6 pin spare.
Yeah, again, all of our seniors tonight are doing really good.
Yeah.
No one's really doing bad. I mean, Wyatt had a couple opens, but
I mean, so does
it is
Ben.
what it is.
Well, Reese
Reese
is
has-
bowling
Reese has
under
good
Ben's
opens.
name. Christian, I think, may have gotten in his head. Or a little mad at himself, so Ben is now back in for Christian. They're both sharing this game. Here's Reese on lane 9. He misses. Looks like he may have missed. He missed a little in, so
Sleepers are just not
I don't know.
not
honestly.
the best.
I think he may have missed right, and it may have been flat, so it kind of carried, and so therefore he left the 2-8.
You get a sleeper like that.
It can suck,
Yeah, oh yeah, I can.
especially if it's like the 3-9 on the right side, because you have to swing your ball out there. And if it hooks early, you're done.
Can
Here's
get real
Reese.
nasty. And he played that like you should, hook into it. If you play it straight, there's a chance you can just chop it, which you don't want to do.
Yeah, looks like his ball may have not hooked as much in the back end as he really wanted to, so he missed it. Here's Jacob on lane 8. Smash pocket. Sarah Hoover on lane 3. Looks like she may have pulled it
Got a little.
and left the 3-6-10. Wyatt on lane 9 struck.
So Hoover getting set up, getting ready to go again.
And here's Sarah Hoover on the spare. And she gets it. She got it kind of the hard way. Ben on lane 9. Smash pocket. Under that score, they're on a double now. Missed it. Chris Ritchie threw a ball on lane 8. left a 10 pin again. This is the only pin he's left in this game currently. He's left 10 pin twice, both in the third and now the fifth frame.
You start consistently leaving 10 pins. You got to think, like, should I move? Should I stay where I'm at and just deal with it?
Usually the play is either take a half step back or just throw it better. And mentally, you just have to throw it better. You have to, the slight misses is where it gets you.
The slight overthinking, like, is this good? Is this bad? Like, sometimes, even if you have to adjust, you just have to go with it, you know?
Yeah.
Split-second decisions.
Here's Reese, lane 10. Ooh. His pin missed. The pin stood up, missed, and hit the wall, leaving a 10 pin. I'll see if he can grab this one. He wasn't successful the first time.
I could not get past him being two-handed and shooting his spoons one-handed. That is just outrageous to me.
It's per OHSA rules, it's allowed.
It's allowed, but it's just weird. Like, you don't see that.
Nice, he got it.
Like clearly it works for him, but you just don't see it.
Well, the reason why you don't see it is because you have a higher chance of being more inconsistent with it because you're throwing your strike shot a certain way using your other arm as well. I mean, it's a whole different thing. Like, you step different and everything. Like, I know this firsthand because I used to be one-handed.
And then you went ahead and switched up on us. Went to the dark side.
It was a good switch, though. I went from averaging a 150 to I'm now averaging dang near 190. So
I don't know. I feel like any two-handed could just do the same thing. Any one-handed could do the same thing.
All right, here's Reese and Jacob Brumfield, lane 7 and 8. Reese misses left. Jacob Brumfield pounds the pocket on lane 7. Reese looks like he may have missed left a little. He left.
Jacob Brumfield on a turkey heel.
Yeah, he has a double 9 spare turkey currently. Sarah
Reese
Hoover
on his 10th.
is soon to line up on lane 4. Reese Wilson on this conversion, he misses, and his 9 pin shoots a 141 game.
Not the best, but also not the worst out here today. So, you know.
Ben pulled it a little. He went through the face. Left a 4 pin. Sarah Hoover on lane 4. Pocket. Chris Ritchie on lane 7.
Gets that one out a little bit far, and you can clearly see it in the way that the pins fell.
They couldn't.
They just couldn't.
The camera angle wasn't there.
Wow.
He missed right a little. It went a little light, and he left almost the 2-8, but he only left the 2. Wyatt throws, barely gets a strike. He goes through the face. It was an ugly one, but he got it.
Barely a strike, but a strike is still a strike nonetheless.
Chris Ritchie picks up his spare.
Promotes.
So far,
not an open frame in sight for the two boys on lane 7.
knocking on
Chris Ritchie
wood.
and Jacob.
Jacob and Chris clean so far. Looks like Wyatt Cordell. Yeah, he struck. He's at a 160 with one strike in the 10th frame so far. For Sarah Hoover, she's at an 86
Jacob.
after the 6th frame. Bum looks like he may have missed right a little, hooked early, and it went a little high.
There should be no issue converting this, but, you know, things happen.
It sometimes happens because when we try and hook at it, if he tries and hook at it, sometimes there's the wet in the middle, the oil in the middle doesn't let it hook that far.
Why I don't hook at my quarter pins, but you know, that's neither here nor there.
Wyatt hits pocket but leaves 10 pin on lane 9. Here's Jacob Brumfield on lane 8. He is going to slow hook at it. He's going to hook the lane.
And
he'll
he does
pick
get
it
it.
The only reason why I do it is because when we hit those patterns that are wet, like really wet in the middle, if you have to be 100%, you have to be 100% with your strike ball. You can't miss right or left.
Get accurate.
It'll never hook even a little bit. So the thing about throwing our strike ball is that we can just make the move and it'll hook. And here's the conversion on lane 9.
I throw my spare ball on house shot and it doesn't move.
Mine does.
You don't have a spare ball?
I do.
That is
Wyatt
wild.
Cordell picked up his spare on lane 9, shoots a 170. Chris on lane 8, looks like he went high. He left the 3-6-10. Ben has the first strike in the 9th or in the 10th frame on lane 9. Both Ben and Chris right here in the frame. Ben on a second ball in the 10th frame. He went Brooklyn, but he got the 10. Brooklyn. Here's Chris.
And he converts.
Picks up his spare. Sarah Hoover down on lane 3 for her 6th frame. Looks like she pulled it a little bit. She'll go a little over Brooklyn and she'll leave the 5-9. Ben on lane 9. Double in the 10th. He is at a 183. He can shoot a 193. Sarah Hoover on the spare. Ben finishes the game out with a turkey, and Sarah chops her spare, chops the 5 off.
The senior boys over on lane 9 finished. Reese Wilson ending with a 141. Oh, 141. Wyatt Cordell ending with a 170, and Ben Howard ending with a 193. Not the best scores, but
Currently, Jacob Brumfield has a 157 in the 7th frame.
Yeah, going into the 8th.
Going into the 8th now, and Chris has a 135. Sarah, after her missed spare, has a 104 in the 6th frame.
Jacob getting set.
Yeah, here's Bum. He's stepping up on the approach.
Hit smash pocket, easy.
Smash pocket, another strike for Jacob Brumfield with a 177 in the 8th frame now. On lanes 9 and 10, all of them finished the games as Toby
Coughs my brain out.
said. Yeah, he's over here. He's a little sick. Luckily, it's a weekend, so you have a couple days to freshen up before Monday. Here's Chris. Lane 7. Him and his perm.
Looking beautiful as ever.
Hottest man alive.
Yep. Fell.
There's the ball. For smash pocket.
Yeah, let's just.
I mean, he's him.
He is that guy.
He is at a 155 at the 8th frame. Sarah Hoover is stepping up on the approach over on lane 4. Here she goes. Good ball, smash pocket.
Nice.
Good ball.
You love to see it, especially after a bad open frame. You know, you just gotta get back up there and get bowling.
I mean, that's pretty good ball. I liked it. I mean, I haven't been really paying that much attention because, like, I'm not specifically behind her, so I can't watch her ball roll. But it looked like one of the best balls she's thrown all night.
Jacob Brumfield getting set up on lane 8.
Yep.
So his 9th frame.
Here he goes, Bum. Up the right a little bit, but it'll come back for a smash pocket.
Sitting on a double strike. Striking the 9th, going into the 10th.
Chris Ritchie right behind him, setting up. He's not only physically preparing himself.
Mentally. When you step up on that approach, it's business.
Yeah,
You don't let anything behind you distract you.
You gotta shut everything out of your mind
And focus on your shot.
and just do it. Even then, it's hard to just focus on it because then it's in your mind. Smash pocket. Double star frame down on.
That's the
Honestly,
third double star, fourth double star frame.
Well, that's the fifth star frame. That's not the fourth. That's the third double. They've had 2 double star frames and just a 1 single. Jacob Brumfield at a 197 after the 9th frame. And Chris at a 175 after the 9th frame. They're both leading into the 10th frame on a double.
Which you love to see.
Currently, only Burg boys are the girls. We're waiting on Madison Plains to finish up on lane 7. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Matthew, I don't have the money for a soda. Jeez, funny man over here. Ain't I have money?
Haley Alty on lane 2 has I can't tell. I think she picked up a spare. Jacob Brumfield is now up on lane 7. Here goes Bum on lane 7. Smash pocket.
Starting the 10th off with a strike. That is.
And he now has a turkey. So currently, if he strikes out, he can shoot a 257. Sarah Hoover up on lane 3. She is just a little light and leaves 10 pin. Here's Bum on lane 7. Smash pocket.
Absolutely destroyed it.
All right, one more and he can shoot 257. He's in a double in the 10th, but he's on a 4-bagger currently. Here's Chris. Oh, as always.
Jacob making a ball change.
Sarah Hoover picks up her 10 pin down on lane 3.
Jacob Brumfield is making a ball change. To what, I could not tell you, but he is.
I've seen that ball a lot. It looks pretty cool.
I mean, if it was clean, it would look amazing.
No, the thing is that that's the cleanest it gets. Because when we bowled at the launch last year, the ball return messed up his ball.
Wow.
They did it to everyone's balls. So here's Jacob Brumfield on lane 7.
With the new ball he just pulled out of his bag.
And he smashed his pocket.
If you could just be so consistent with every ball in your arsenal, then you should have no issues. Just dropping 200s left and right.
257. Jacob Brumfield. I do not remember his first game. I think he had a 212.
Sounds better.
So 212 plus 257. He almost shot 600. No, not 600.
Calm down there, Matthew. It's a 2-game series, bro.
He shot about a what's it? A 470.
Yeah.
Around a 469.
Chris Ritchie up.
Here's Chris.
And
Gary, yeah!
He gets it. Love to see that messenger pin shoot across like that.
Messenger carry on lane 7 for Chris. It'll hit. He is on a turkey now, 205 in the 10th with the first strike. Messenger pin is where he hits the pin so hard in the front that one comes off the wall or several, and they move around and can sometimes strip a pin that's still standing. Here's Chris, lane 7. And smash pocket.
Simple as that. Just smash pop.
Just do
Well,
it.
so Hoover, huh? Just do it. Just
Sarah Hoover about to step up for her 9th frame. And Chris is getting ready for his 10th. Sarah Hoover goes a little light, leaves a 10-pin.
It's all right, though. Chris Ritchie going up to his last shot of the second game. See how this rolls out for him.
Smash. And he will also end with a 5-bagger to end the game. He shot a 235.
Him and Jacob they've been running simultaneously this whole game.
Sarah Hoover will pick up her 10-pin down on lane 4. Jacob and Chris just shot a 492 together.
And it doesn't get better than that.
And that'll bring it up.
The only senior that's left is Sarah Hoover over on the girls' side.
I mean, so far she's been bowling pretty good. Right now she only has 2 opens in this game.
She's going into the 10th with a
9 spare.
spare.
Yeah, Sarah Hoover's at a 153 in the 9th frame. I think that was a really great game for both Chris and Jacob.
It has been a very good game it's been a very great match in general for all of our seniors. Yeah, I can eyeball it and say that Madison players just can't win.
Here's the scores down on lane. That's 4. Tell Trey needs to have the wrong shot. What? Tell Trey needs to have the wrong shot. Trey had the wrong shot.
You had the wrong shot?
Yeah, he just recorded the away team. The scores.
That's right. We recorded the away game by accident.
Bakers are going to be starting up soon over here on lane 7 and 8. The scores that were put up were the incorrect scores for the girls. Those were actually the other team.
There you go. Now,
Here we go. There's Sarah Hoover in the middle. 153. Only 2 opens in the 1st and 6th frame. 9 minutes and 8-1. But the rest, she's either struck 7 spare, 9 spare. So
not a bad game. Not a great game, but definitely not a bad one.
I think it's pretty good. So
boys, I think about to start the Baker.
I think she's on par to have like a really like her average is gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
For 2 games. Like she's gonna be shooting similar scores amongst the 2 games, you know.
Yeah. Being consistent, if you will.
Yeah. All right.
Boys get ready to start Baker, and this is when it gets really fun because they start to yell, get loud. All right, so Hoover
Sarah
going up
Hoover on lane 3.
for her 10th.
Ooh.
That is you do not want to see that in your 10th frame. That is just nasty.
It looks like she may have thrown her ball a little slow, and it left the split. Reese left the sitting right side spare. He left the what is that? The 3, 6, 9, 10. Sarah Hoover over here on lane 3 to finish up her last game.
I will say one of the good things about bowling. I'll wait. This is one of the good things about bowling in the on the viewer side is no commercials because it moves so fast.
There's a oh yeah out of the boys after Reese got a big old spare. He picked up the 3, 6, 9, 10. Sarah Hoover ended with a 170 over on around lane 3.
Wyatt
Here's Wyatt
Cordell bowling in the 2nd spot for Baker.
Looks like he went pocket and he only left the 7-pin. The girls are now almost done bowling. Correction, Sarah Hoover shot a 169 after a score change. Looks like the lanes may have read it wrong. And here's Wyatt on lane 7. Shooting 7-pin. And he missed a 7-pin. Looks like he may have done the ball a bit fast. Didn't have the 10 hook. What are your thoughts, Toby?
Oh, so I've been soaking out looking
What are your thoughts?
about. Ben,
Yes.
how are you doing that?
Here's Ben.
I feel like we have a
Pounds pocket.
very good chance of winning tonight.
Oh, yeah.
On both teams, girls and boys.
I remember what I was talking about now. Like
What?
half an hour ago.
Yeah.
The last time we played
Who?
this team, Madison
Oh,
Plains,
yep.
the score was like 2,600 for us to their 1,400.
Yeah, we should have no issues tonight.
So here's Jacob Brumfield on lane 7.
He's out. Again.
Smash pocket. As he goes, no.
Baker
yeah.
is so much fun, especially if he got everyone just cheering and whatnot.
As a collective, we have a 6 spare, 9 miss double for the boys Baker game so far.
That miss is kind of ugly, but we'll clean it up.
Yeah.
Chris bowling anchor.
Oh, his ball goes a little high. He almost big 4, but he'll squeeze out of it with just the 6-10.
Okay. Girls getting geared up for Baker.
Chris up close.
Okay.
Got the chain out. Got the perm that his sister done without him knowing, apparently.
Allegedly.
Make it make sense. Here's Chris. And he'll pick it up. Yep.
Oh, yeah!
There's an 8 spare. Or 86 after the 5th frame. Just doing pretty good for Bakers. Bakers are a bit more rough side because it's you have 5 people bowling one game. So the first one person bowls the first frame, second for the second frame, so on and so forth. And then the number 1 bowls the 6th frame, back up to the 10th. So the number 1 bowls the 6th frame, the number 2 bowls the 7th, number 3 bowls the 8th, number 9 bowls the 4, and number 5 bowls the 10th in Baker games. Reese lost the 10th.
Should be able to convert this pretty easy.
It's harder than it looks, honestly.
And
he pulled it.
Yeah.
Girls over there preparing for their Baker game.
And
Brianna misses right on hers. Here's White Cordell on lane 7. And he'll go just light. Leaving a 7-pin. Same thing he left in the 2nd frame. Here's Wyatt Cordell on lane 7. He picks up his 7-pin.
Oh, yeah!
Brianna down on lane 3 will convert her spare.
Ben Howard up.
Haley leads the split in lane 3. Ben Howard will go just high, only leaving the 4-7.
This Baker game so far has not been the best. It's not been ideal. But I have confidence we can turn that around.
We've seen better in the past, but
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Haley got the majority down on lane 3. I mean, it's all you really can do there. I mean, you can try, but it's really hard.
Ben going in for his spin shot. Chops it.
He'll chop it. He only got a 7 pin. It's okay.
One is better than none.
Sarah Hoover.
Smash pocket.
Smash pocket. First strike of the game. Yeah, she had the first strike.
Jacob Brumfield ball in the 4th spot here. And smash pocket. Leading us with a 9 going into the 10th for Baker.
There's Mackenzie Picklesheimer.
It's light. Chris Ritchie.
Chris over here on lane 7.
10th frame for the boys. And
It'll go high.
we have left spare after spare on this Baker.
And it's just because we're missing in barely.
Slight adjustment for everybody could do some good.
He again left the 4-7. Looks like Mackenzie fouled down on lane 3. She just shoot again. She only got 8 out of it. Here's Chris on the.
Converts it.
Yep.
Gets one more shot in the 10th. We can only hope that it's a strike.
Ashton Waller strikes down on lane 3.
Looks like all goes fouled at some point.
Mackenzie did. I touched on it. Here's Chris ready for his last shot in the 7th frame. There you go, Chris Ritchie.
And strikes.
Chris strikes down here on lane 7.
171, not the best for Baker, but
171. I mean, that's pretty okay. I mean, it could be way worse. The tournament the other day, on Monday, Baker Bash, we had 2 140 games. So, yeah,
being varsity is crazy.
it happened.
I'm not denying it didn't happen. I'm just saying.
It was so in the left lane we were shooting like a 190 to like a 220. That was what we were averaging on the left lane. On the right lane we were averaging like 150.
Girls sitting over there on Baker with a
Turkey.
Sarah Hoover.
What's for dinner?
Sarah Hoover. Hopefully going to carry it on. And we'll see.
Sarah Hoover. Ooh, goes light. Leaves 10 pin.
She lets that turkey sit there and bone up.
I would say easy spare, but it's not the easiest spare, you know?
Those spares are easy. At the end of the day, there's spares you're good at, and there's some you're not.
And she'll grab it.
She gets it. Taps it right on the side and snags it up.
Waiting on the boys to finish up. The boys from Madison Plains on lane 8. And yeah, here's Mackenzie Picklesheimer on lane 3. She'll strike.
Yeah. She recovered from that foul she had back in the 4th frame. So always better when you can throw a better shot than what you had last. throw a better game than what you had last. So.
For Madison Plains, their boys shot a 147. Ashton Waller on lane 3. What strike?
That's what you want out of an anchor in the 10th is to strike out.
Well, it's like kind of textbook there. I mean, you have your 4 hole have a strike, and then your 5 hole in the 10 frame should
see
have
now
all strikes.
boys
now.
had a 171.
171.
Girls just
Already
already
10 up.
Yeah, so kudos to the girls beating varsity boys. So they're gonna swap lanes. Boys will for Baker. Reese Wilson starting us off in the 1 spot here.
Oh, he'll go just high, leaving the 4 pin.
Not the best. Not the best thing you want to leave, but not the worst.
Looks like he's gonna be hooking at it. I don't blame him. I would hook at this.
You wanna know what I would do?
What?
Stand all the way.
Right, very serval.
Yeah, nice and straight. Gets it though.
Personally, I would move right and hook at it.
See, that's the difference. There's 2 types of people, Matthew. People that hook at throws and people that throw straight. And
The girl shot a perfect 200 over on lane 3.
absolutely demolishing the boys' school. I wouldn't say demolishing, but definitely better.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're Madison Plains girls.
Starting Baker off with a double strike. Way better than what we started off last time on the boys' side. So,
Yeah, Christian Brewer had a strike on lane 8 for the boys. Ben will follow up with a 5-7 split. The girls are, I mean, if the girl from Madison Plains currently has a spare than strike,
they can't beat them.
the
can't beat
the girls will win by 70
Yeah,
pins in this first maker set.
which I think the girls are already winning against them, and this will just boost them farther. Nasty split. Ben
Better get one.
almost snags it, but misses.
Dude, what's it? At the Baker Bash on Monday, we had that split come up 2 times. We had Christian throw it at both times, and Christian converted it. Both
Did he
times.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now it's like a thing. Like when we leave that split, we're like, "Come on, Christian, shoot it," because he was sitting cold because his ball roll wasn't really working that day. And I mean, first shot today, he picks up 5-7 split.
Throws him in for the first shot and just demolishes it.
Jacob smash pocket on lane 8,
Getting the strikes back up and rolling.
literally.
Ha. Nice close up there of Chris Ritchie. Love to see it.
Yep, here's the team right there. And we got Jason, coach, Baldy over there.
All right, not needed. The disrespect is wild.
Here's Chris. For a smash pocket.
There you go. And again, that's what you want out of an anchor is these strikes.
There's double strike down on lane 8 for the boys.
Who's up next? Let's see if we can keep it going here.
Yep.
Oh, girls about to start up their second maker. About a game behind the boys. Half a game.
Yeah. Well, the boys happen to tend. Oh my goodness, happen to tend to bowl a little more strikes than the girls. Reese will miss a little in, and he'll leave 6-pin.
Not what you like to see after a double strike, but it's better than dropping it in the gutter. Girls start off with a strike and then a 9.
Here's Reese Wilson on the spare.
Shooting a spare.
He'll convert.
Hits it.
There's 9 spare on lane 8 for the boys. Haley Altsy on lane 4 will.
She converts it.
She'll get that 10 pin.
So far, both doing decent, and Baker.
I mean, so far, knock on wood, we're clean, other than the split we had.
But
Here's Christian.
smash
and
pocket.
That's right.
Getting the ball rolling
Sarah
again.
Hoover, lane 4. She'll go just light, leaving the 5-8.
If you can get locked in, please.
Ben goes high on lane 8 and leaves the 6-10 split.
Not one of the easier splits, I like to think, but definitely not easy, but definitely easier.
Sarah Hoover picks up a spare on lane 4.
There you go. Ben, we'll see if you can pick this split up. And he
Ben will
does.
pick up the baby split on lane 8. Which of course wasn't on camera, or it was, but it was not on that current camera.
Jacob Brumfield getting ready to throw in the 4th spot here. Hopefully get it set up nicely for the 10th frame with a strike or a spare.
Here goes Jacob Brumfield on lane 8. And he'll smash pocket.
Gets us set up really nice for the 10th. Looks like the girls striked over there.
Ashton Waller down on lane 4. Off the strike.
Ashton Waller's ball, you can barely hear it hit the lane, which is just lovely. Chris Ritchie up.
Chris, lane 8. Will smash pocket out the gate.
That is a double strike for the boys, setting them at a 187.
With 2 more balls and 10th to throw.
Yeah. So it only goes up from here.
Hopefully,
Wow.
Hopefully.
Girls with a nasty, nasty split, 7-10.
7-10 split down lane 4.
That's his,
The hardest splits to convert.
we'll see if she can do it.
Here's Chris, lane 8. He'll smash pocket yet again.
There's
Now
a
we're on
turkey sitting there. See if they capitalize off the turkey and get another strike.
So we can shoot a.
Oh, they try to shoot the 7-10 and it just goes right through the middle.
We can shoot a 217. Of course, gets this last one here on lane 8.
Which is an improvement of our last score, which is what you like to see.
Yeah. There,
But-
and it went high. He can't do it. It's just not in him. If he gets 3 strikes in 10th frame, there's something called Randy Santel, and he can't do it.
He cannot find Randy tonight. We'll see if he can do it on the next 2 Bakers.
And he did it. He did it at Baker Bash, but then he didn't personally do it. He had Jacob Brumfield do it. They ended up shooting a 215, which was way higher than the last one. They had a 171 the first game, so that's a
Girls
that's a
sitting
40.
on a double strike after that misspell.
Sarah Hoover with a strike on lane 4 that we missed while we were watching Chris. And Toby, you're on the mic.
It's just me. Matthew has to go use the bathroom. Mackenzie misses, leaves the 2. Single pin, easy. Should be an easy convert here. Waiting for the boys to, Madison Plains boys to finish up their second Baker. McKenzie rolls the ball down the lane, and she will convert it. Easy. Going into the 10th frame with a spare for the girls is really good. Love to see it. Still waiting on the boys. Ashton Waller leaves a spare out there. Don't like to see that at all, especially in the 10th. Sets them at a 185, which they have two shots left. One to pick up the spare and another chance to strike. So we'll see if she can capitalize on the opportunity. She does. All right, so she got that spare. Sets them at a 188. She has one more chance to get a strike, and we'll see what happens.
Good evening, Mr. Massey.
How you doing, Mr. Rowe?
Yes, this is Mr. Rowe on headset. It's kind of weird being on the side of production. It always is for me. This is your first time on the side of this production, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird being on this side of the lanes too.
Yeah? How does it feel?
Different.
Feels different? All right, well, your original announcer
Misses
is
the
kicking me out.
opportunity.
He's kicking me out of my job, so I wasn't here long, but it was a pleasure working with you.
Boys underway with a 9 miss in the first frame. Don't like to see it at all. I feel like it could work out. We've came back from worse.
I am back.
Girls ending with a 197.
Wyatt Cordell, lane 7. He'll go high. He'll leave a wobbling 6-pin. Just won't fall. Yeah, girls ended at 1. This is kind of quiet. Girls ended at 197 down on lane 4. Sarah Hoover had an 8 spare strike in that game. Here's Wyatt Cordell on the 6-pin attempt. And he'll just barely miss it. Starting the game off with 9 miss for the boys. I think this is his left lane. The right lane we had a 215, and over on the left we had a 171. So 40-pin difference is definitely something. Toby can't move any slower, so now I'm just on the mic alone. Here, Ben Howard, lane 7, will just chop his spare. Starting this game with 3 opens for the boys. In the 4-hole, it looks like we have my brother, Christian Brewer.
And I am back. They were not lying. That is a horde of people.
Yeah, there's like 3 birthday parties back there.
That is.
Here's Christian. Oh.
Wow, the boys have just not recovered. Wow. Not what you like to see, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know? Christian. Will he get it?
And he'll pick up his
He
10
does.
pin for the first mark in this game.
So we'll see. We'll see if this puts a little fire under the booties and he can get them started. The girls starting off with a 6. It's not bad. Can't see the spare from here, but
Here's
they
Bum.
get it.
Heel
Gets a
strike.
This could be a turning point in this game. We can only hope.
Should be a turning point.
Should be, but you know, things happen.
Things do happen. You're getting me sick.
I'm not getting you sick.
You are getting me sick.
You're over exaggerating. You'll be alright. Sickness is mindset.
That's not what you've been saying this entire time. Here's Reese, lane 7. It'll go high.
Should be able to get this. If he does, great. If he doesn't, then well.
Peyton Lee's just 3-time state champ.
Looking absolutely beautiful out there.
It's good to have him as one of our coaches, you know, have someone who, like, I mean, Jason, I mean, they didn't even have high school bowling when he was in high school. It was club sport, and then he was club in college. So it's, Reese picks up his spare on lane 7. But it's,
You get a JV coach with that much experience, that just makes JV a much more learning opportunity than it is anything. And as much as I complain about it, I'm kind of happy I was on JV for so long. I got to learn a lot more.
Wyatt Cordell, lane 7, will strike. Well, it helps because he knows exactly what we're going through.
Yeah. Being out there and getting in that mindset of, hey.
Sarah Hoover, lane 3. She will strike.
Girl sitting on a, was that 4-bagger? That is a
4-bagger. I thought it was a turkey. 4-bagger for the girls. Ben Howard, lane 7, will miss left, go through the face, and only leave the 3-pin.
Single pin. Should probably get this. I mean, we practice these all day, every day at practice. So.
Ben Howard only with a 3-pin here. Looks like he'll opt for the spare ball.
And that spare ball does move and hits it. Besides the 3 open frames in the front of the game, it should so far it's shaping up to bring us back.
Kind of making a comeback.
Oh, girls with a nasty split. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's the. What is that? Is it the 9-7?
Yeah.
Here's Christian, lane 7. He'll go just light.
Oh.
Come on, Messenger, hit it.
Taps it. Oh, slow follow. That's going to have to call for a score change because counted as a 9.
We had a very slow Messenger pin roll across the lane, knock out his 10. Christian struck in the 9th frame.
Yeah, back to the girls though. That split was I won't say significantly easier, but slightly easier than the 7-10. Missed it. Did not see it because we were focused on the slow follow, but you know. Another messenger gets a double strike for the boys. That one thrown by Jacob Rumfield.
We have another slow messenger. Peyton Leeson turn around trying to talk to me.
He needs to stay in his own lane. I'm joking.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
His head's too big.
Yeah, I can't see nothing.
Alright. Okay.
Jacob Brumfield, second shot in 10th frame on a double here. 157. There's the ball.
And smash pocket. Absolutely destroyed it. That is a Toki. This game has really turned around for him.
Yeah, turn this game into something here. One more, we can shoot him only a 187, but still,
that's better than what we started at, having a 27 in the third frame.
Yeah,
third frame.
When we were in the 3rd frame, it wasn't looking like we would shoot. this high, but we've already shot a better game than we did the first time on this lane. I was going to say something earlier.
Mackenzie picks up her sparrow over there on lane 3.
Yep. Here goes Bum for the final shot.
We'll see if he can capitalize on the opportunity here. And
oh my goodness!
He almost does.
Ghost pocket.
Smash pocket, stone 10 pin. Standing there menacingly.
I've come to the conclusion, no one can do it. What?
This is just
Yeah, no one can do it.
absolutely crazy. No 3 strikes. No one can find Randy Santel. I just don't know where he's at today.
Randy may not be here. I mean,
Mentally we're there, but physically we're clearly not. Like, that is a horrible idea to mic bowlers up as they bowl. That is a.
It would be nothing but bleeps.
We don't have a bleep button. That would be terrible. Anyway,
well, we finished that game a lot better than we did the first one on that lane. We had a 171 the first time on that lane. Now we have a 186. So, quick math, 14 pin improvement.
we came back. That was starting off as a horrendous game. Girls in their 10th.
Sarah Hoover on lane 3. She will go high
Dude,
and
that is-
leave a split.
That is what, like the 3rd split that game.
Yeah.
That is.
No, I think that's just like the 3rd time.
No, it's not. Oh yeah, it might be. 1.
No, it's the 4th.
That is
3rd
wild.
split. One of them is a score correction. But I think that's like the 3rd. This is the 3rd game that they've had a split to start the 10th frame.
Not the best over on the girls team.
It's just kind of unfortunate. I mean, I threw a good ball. I could throw a good ball, and it could split. Like
She gives it a best of 10, but misses.
it could be how you're lined up, or it could be how the lanes are playing. Like you never know. Quit dying.
Not dying, just coughing violently.
All right, as we're hopping into our last game of the night. By the way, there are 30 kids waiting for a birthday party here right now.
And we still got to do the senior ceremony.
On lanes 1 through 6.
Who chooses to have a birthday party at like 7 o'clock at night on a Friday?
Christian starts the game off with a strike on lane 8. Apparently, we are just the right lane team this game. No, what happened was that this game was supposed to happen on a Thursday. Instead, it got moved to a Friday. So Matt probably already had this reservation in there for the Friday, and he just probably forgot about it. And then they showed up, and he's like, "Oh wait, we have senior night."
Yeah.
Here's Ben with a strike to start this game off with a double.
Start with a double strike on the boys and a single pin standing up for the girls. Not the best,
Yeah, by Brianna Popovich.
you know.
Just this is the, what is that, the 9 pin? Yep. All right, Wyatt Cordell looks like he's going to bowl in the 3 hole for this game.
All the seniors bowling, so it's good. Leanna Popovich drops it in the gutter. Not the best, but also not the worst thing that happened.
Here's
Actually,
Wyatt
it was the
Cordell.
worst out
Smash pocket as well.
there. That is a pokey.
Man, we have started these 3 frames off way better than the last game.
Starting off better than last game, feeling better than last game. It's just a better time, honestly.
Girls down on lane 4. Looks like they got a strike. I couldn't tell you who. Here's Reese Wilson bowling 4 hole. He'll also strike. We're on a 4-bagger down here.
So Jacob Brumfield on a 5 spot should carry this on. Knock on wood.
Maybe. You can feel the unfinished one out of that.
Yeah, you can't. It's kind of freaky.
All right, here's Mackenzie on lane 4. Went just light, left the 10 pin.
37 in the. Where's that, 3rd frame?
Here's Jacob Brumfield. Lane 8.
And he
For the
does.
5-bagger.
He carries it on. No suit till Brooklyn on that one.
Was it Brooklyn?
It was.
I didn't see it.
I heard it.
I don't think it was. No, it was pocket. It was pocket. I watched it. It was pocket strike.
No, they just said no sleep till Brooklyn.
They said strike game.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Fight me. Yeah, not paying attention.
Well, there are 10 pins is 10 pins. Okay, Christian only got 7. That's okay.
He can convert this. How are the girls doing? The girls fouled in the third.
Yeah, she Z slipped.
Might be something on the bottom of the shoe.
Might be.
Could just be the way that the approach is feeling today.
I think they've been feeling slicker recently. I think it's because of the cold.
Dried up.
Ever since Baker Bash, they've been feeling pretty slick. Here's Christian lane 8. He'll pick up his spare.
You know, if you can't strike, you might as well just spare. You know.
The strikes or the spares happen to be just as important as the strikes.
Spare shooting is one of the most important aspects when bowling. Can make or break your game.
Ashton Waller struck out on lane 4 for the girls.
Sarah Hoover stepping out.
Yep, so here goes Sarah Hoover.
Bowling in the acre.
Senior.
There's the ball. And
Oh, she'll go just a little high and leave a 4-pin.
third 4-pin standing there menacingly.
Yes, it's a 4-pin. Looks like lane 8 might be giving a little bit of a
malfunction here.
It's not wanting to behave.
Does not seem to want to re-rack.
Here we go. Now we got pins. Sarah Hoover picked up her 4-pin. Here's Ben on lane 8.
Would you call that a baby split?
That's not a baby split. This is a split. He left the 5-7.
The girls leaving the 5-pin up here in Popovich.
All right, throw Christian in. Let him shoot it.
Real. He threw. Ben is going to shoot it.
Here goes Ben.
So
Lane
see
8.
how this plays out.
He got one.
Hey, one's better than none at the end of the day.
That's the first opener of the game in the 7th frame, but we're at a 164 after it. So, I mean, you strike out. You can still shoot a 264.
Yeah, Popovich going up for her spurt.
No, 254.
And she won't convert
We can
that
shoot a
spurt.
254 if we strike out on lane 8.
Lane 8 still not wanting to load.
Sometimes it has a heart attack, you know? it's a 40-year-old man, and
Sometimes it just gets to him, you know?
you know,
And then it just drops pins out.
having a heart attack, like I said.
Looks like Matt Mayberry's going to make his way back there to fix it.
He's doing the truffle shuffle. He's about to truffle shuffle down the lane. There he goes. Off he goes, running down the right side of the alley. Rare appearance. If you look on the right underneath the flag, you'll see Matt Mayberry. At least his legs.
At least his legs. Haley Alty going over. Aha, she misses. But yeah, you can see the malfunction there. Just drop pins. Yeah.
The girls are doing okay over here on lane 4. And they're 1-2 in the 7th. 3 opens, I would say, because there's a 9 foul in there.
Not the best. But then again, you gotta think,
Yeah.
every time you hop up on that approach, it's gonna be a different story. You could strike, spare, foul.
There we go. Lane 8 is fixed.
The boys are about to
Kenzie Picklesheimer will
start back up
leave
again.
3-pin on lane 4. Wyatt Cordell. Wyatt Cordell, lane 8. He will be just heavy leaving the 4-pin.
Standing there just menacingly.
He's just standing there.
Menacingly. The SpongeBob reference.
We love SpongeBob.
We do.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants. Lock back in. Girls get the
Wyatt
Get the
Cordell will
picks up the spare in the 8.
picks up the 4-pin. 174 after the 8th of the strikeout here. They can shoot a 234. Ashawar, lane 4. She was
Stone 4-pin standing there menacingly
I
again.
think she was 4th in conference last year. Oh, Reese
Wilson.
Wilson on lane 8. Will go
Bowling in the
jet.
4 spot.
I don't
If he
even
can
know.
pick this up, that will set Jacob Brumfield bowling A could really nice. Will set him up very high and mighty for his
Okay. All right, here's Reese on lane 8. And it'll fall off the lane at about 50 feet.
That is not the best, but hey, we take what we get here.
The lanes happen to be 60 feet in length.
Does not feel like it sometimes.
All right, here's
Sarah Hoover.
Sarah Hoover on lane 4. She will smash pocket.
Jacob Brumfield getting set up. He can't. Madison playing kids are low-key kind of funny.
Jacob leaves the split.
Wow.
Before 6-7.
This could be his last shot of the game.
Probably will be.
You don't know.
Last shot of the day.
Last shot of the day.
Sarah Hoover will go really high. She almost got broken.
This is Sarah Hoover's last shot of the day.
Lead
About to
just-
shoot a single pin.
6th.
And
Bum will
Jacob-
get majority.
hey, not a
With
bad
a
Baker.
ending game of 201.
Not a bad Baker. Definitely better than what's going to happen. Sarah Hoover, last shot of the day, and
She missed.
she misses it. Wow. 160.
160 for the girls.
We will be staying on for senior night activities. So,
Yeah, activities senior night will be happening on lanes 1 through 6. I mean, from a player standpoint, I think today for the boys, that's pretty good.
yeah. Girls didn't do too bad.
Here, let's do the math.
I'm not doing math. It is my Friday, and geometry is over, and I'm not doing it.
Let's add up.
He says he's going to do math and proceeds to look at his text messages.
Hold on.
What?
Here, let's pull the calculator for the boys at
Should have
least.
done like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, hold on. So the total for the boys was a 2001.
Both boys and girls win,
Yeah, so if we have 171
so it's good to know.
215.
I had no doubt in my mind that we would absolutely destroy Madison Plains tonight. So, right now we are watching the JV girls finish up their Baker. Not the best, but again, JV is nothing but a learning opportunity. Stepping stone, if you will.
God. Our boys,
They can hear you, pal. Lock in.
our boys shot around our average actually tonight. They shot at 2,774,
That is.
which is around where we average. We want to shoot 2,800, but they're just under that.
It works out.
So,
At the end of the day, it works out.
I mean, if they turn that 170 game into a 200, there you go. There's a 280. So,
Yeah. I mean, it was, honestly, I don't even think it was close about who won tonight, so. Yeah. Gonna sit here and
All
wait
right.
for the senior activities.
so while we wait for these senior activities to start up, we will run some commercials.
At Dave Kell Chevrolet, our wonderful staff is here to assist you with your buying and servicing needs. We are proud to serve the Mechanicsburg, Ohio community and the surrounding central Ohio areas. We are eager to meet you and welcome you into our family. Visit us at davekellchevrolet.com.
All right, so as we're waiting for the senior festivities to start, I'm just gonna throw up one of our sponsors, and then we'll be silent. I'm gonna leave our area mic on, and I actually don't think it's hooked up right now. So I'll try and get that fixed real quick right before the senior night stuff starts. Thank you.
Principals and Athletic Council would like to thank these young men and women for their dedication and contributions to their team, the Mechanicsburg Exempted Village School District, and our community. We will get us started off tonight with senior Sarah Hoover, daughter of Scott and Stephanie Hoover. While at Mechanicsburg High School, Sarah has participated in bowling, band, softball, basketball, the OHC Fine Arts Festival, and upon graduation, she will attend Rice State University to pursue a degree in nursing. On Sarah's behalf, I would like to thank my parents for always making sure I always have the right equipment for any sport I do, for always showing up for me no matter what I am participating in, and raising me to be the best version of myself each and every day. Also to my sister Samantha for giving me tips when I needed them, and helping me become the person I am today. Thank you to Jude for being not only my boyfriend, but my support for the past few years. You have gotten me through so much, and I couldn't thank you enough for always showing up for me. Dave and Bill, thank you for teaching me to grow each and every day, even when we collectively can't figure out what's wrong sometimes. Thank you for the wonderful young women that I get to bowl with. You guys have shown so much growth since day one, and I don't think I've ever experienced a team that collectively loves the sport as much as I do and never fails to show the grit and fight to the very last ball is thrown. I'm proud of you girls. And to my fellow seniors, you guys never fail to impress me. I'm so incredibly proud of you boys for always showing up. Thank you everyone again for all the support. Go Burg, senior Sarah Hoover. Next we have senior Christian Brewer, son of Christina Horch and Michael Brewer. While at Mechanicsburg High School, Christian has participated in bowling, and upon graduation, he will enter the workforce and continue bowling. On Christian's behalf, I would like to thank my mom, Chris, my dad, and my brother Matthew and Nolan for always supporting me. I would also like to thank my bowling coaches for all of their help through the years, and my teammates. Finally, I would like to thank all of my family and friends. You guys have always been there for me. Senior Christian Brewer. Next we have senior Jacob Brumfield, son of Tim and Kelly Brumfield. While at Mechanicsburg High School, Jacob has participated in bowling, band, and baseball. Upon graduation, he plans on attending a college to pursue a degree in radiographic imaging. On Jacob's behalf, first I would like to thank Matt Mayberry and all the seniors. Matt, thank you for giving me the opportunity and the memories of winning state. I would also like to thank my current teammates and coaches for always making this season fun. A big thanks to John and Bobby Joe Ritchie for introducing me to bowling and letting me go into their alley and bowl whenever. Lastly, I want to thank my parents for always being there when I needed them and pushing me to do better each and every day. Go Burg, senior Jacob Brumfield. Next up, we have senior Wyatt Cordell, son of Roger and Teresa Cordell. While at Mechanicsburg High School, Wyatt has participated in bowling, and upon graduation, he plans on getting a job at ODOT. On Wyatt's behalf, I would like to thank my mom and dad for always being there for me and transporting me wherever I needed to go, as well as for buying me all the stuff that I needed in order to do. I would like to thank Matt for allowing us to use the bowling alley and helping me get better at bowling. I would also like to thank Jason for coaching the team and helping me get better so I could be where I am today. Thank you to every one of my teammates that have made these last 4 years fun. Senior Wyatt Cordell. Next we have senior Benjamin Howard, son of Adam and Sarah Howard. While at Mechanicsburg, Benjamin has participated in bowling, marching in concert band, and Kim Club. Upon graduation, Benjamin plans on attending a college to pursue a degree in mathematics. On Benjamin's behalf, I would like to thank my parents for taking care of me and always pushing me to try new things. I probably would have never started bowling if they hadn't made me do something. I would also like to thank Jason, Matt, and all of my other bowling coaches for putting up with me complaining the last 4 years. I want to thank all of my friends on the bowling team for this last 4 years, and all of the useless information and jokes that never seem to land right. Maybe this year, one of them will be funny. Senior, Ben Howard.
It was funny.
Next, we have senior Christopher Ritchie. He had to take off, but we'll go recognize him. Son of John and Bobby Joe Ritchie. While at Mechanicsburg High School, he has participated in football, basketball, bowling, and baseball. Upon graduation, Chris plans on attending Ohio Northern. On Chris's behalf, I would like to start out by thanking my mother and father for always being there for me and supporting me throughout all these years. Mom, you have constantly pushed me throughout these years, making sure I can be the best, and you are always making sure I am in check and ready. Dad, thank you for always making sure I have the best equipment, even if it's your stuff. But also, always making sure I am prepared for the next thing and being one of my coaches. After all of these years, I will admit, you do know what you're talking about. I love you both so much, and I appreciate what you have done for me. Coach Tom, thanks for helping me work on my game and really breaking down little details and helping me improve daily. I still think calling you Coach Leeson is still not it. I would like to thank all of my teammates that I have had for making these past 4 years amazing and very memorable. Thank you to all of the parents and everyone else that has supported us. Go Burg, Senior, Chris Ritchie. And our final senior of the evening, Senior Reese Wilson, son of Stacy Wilson. While at Mechanicsburg High School, Reese has participated in bowling, football, basketball, and track. Upon graduation, he will start working at Ohio Reformatory for Women. On Reese's behalf, I would like to thank my coaches for making me the bowler that I am today and for making it enjoyable. I would also like to thank Jacob for encouraging me to join the bowling team, for helping me whenever I needed it, and for being my Uber to matches and practices. I also want to thank the rest of my teammates for having my back when I feel like I'm not doing my best. I wish I would have joined sooner and got to spend more time with you guys because 1 year wasn't enough. I hope you guys succeed in everything you do and never stop trying. Last but not least, I want to thank my perfect mother for appreciating my decision to join bowling and encouraging me. I also want to thank her for never giving up and working unbelievably hard to put me in a great environment. Thank you, Mechanicsburg. It has always been great to be an Indian. Senior, Reese Wilson. Once again, thank you to all of our seniors, and please join me in giving them one big round of applause. Thank you.